stove paint. I've already started spraying it. Yins can watch. This ain't the color it's going to be. This is just basing it. This is just cheaper to actually get down and soak the metal with. This is a cheap way of putting a high heat coating on it that you can turn around and put the spray color of your choice on top of. The stove paint works real well. And if you're going to do a light color, use this silver. Works real well. If you're going to use dark color, use black. We're not going dark color on this engine. We're going light color. So we're spraying it with stove paint. These plugs are getting replaced and everything, so I know I'm spraying them. I really don't care. This cinder probably not going to get used. Don't know if it'll work with my truck. If it does, I'll just have to clean the end of the spade off. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Done. It's a hard thing to have a little paint on it. Like I said, this is just a base in it. That's all we're doing. It's like painting a car, base clear. We're just putting base coat on. And yeah, is this thing completely spotless? Nope. It's not. Does it matter? Not really. Because this engine's all, you know, basically rust and black is its colors. That's underneath here, you know. It's going to be hard to cover with a light color. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and paint this fuel pump. Looks like crap. Let's go ahead and paint it. I don't normally paint them, but it's getting painted. And I know you can't see this side, and like I said, do we care? Not really. We're squirting some paint on it. Yep. Just want to turn it. Oops, found a plug wire. Anybody want a plug wire? You can have it. I ain't using it. Junk. Get a coat of this crap on it and let it sit for a little while. Put a good healthy slathering on it. Heck, we may leave it this way. We'll call it the Mexican chrome engine. Yeah! Mater always thought he was a Mexican. No pun intended. That's basically directed toward the illegal people of Spanish descent. So, if you are from Mexico, and don't take offense to that, but, you know, I don't like keeping up people that don't pay taxes, so I have that right. You have the right to do as you please too, but still, I have my right to my opinion. Free country, for today anyway. Give it till tomorrow and Obama will try to abolish that. So we may be coming to visit you all. But anyway, little tow wrecker's in rare form today if you have not noticed. He's making his hillbilly chrome engine. Looks good chrome, don't it? I think we'll just leave it that color. What do you think? What's everybody's think? Leave it chrome? Leave it redneck chrome? Nah, we ain't gonna leave it redneck chrome. We're just getting a good base coat on it. But you ain't gonna get to see what color it is. That's a firm promise. You won't get to see what color it is till it's in the truck. Gotta keep something a secret to keep you watching. Nobody watches my videos now anyway. Gotta have an excuse for you to watch it, so that's gonna be it. What color's the big block? Could just paint it, well, I about said it, but there's a color of Kool-Aid that's this color. It's actually my favorite. And it has something to do with the truck. It matches the truck. Color matches. They go together. So you'll just have to figure it out. Some of that's got to be reworked. We're going to paint it anyway. I've still got to get thermostats in it. You can't look them up in the darn book. I've tried. So I should have pulled the distributor out of it, but I didn't. I'm gonna have to prime it, but still yet. I'll squirt a little extra paint in there when I get it out. We're not using the cap and rotor that's on it, so I don't care if it gets overspray on it. Shoe's paint stinks. It smells like rotten ass, just so you know. Smells just like rotten ass. Not happy with breathing it, but I should be wearing my respirator, which I do own, but, well, wind's blowing it away from me. I'll be alright, I'll live. A lot of you are saying, like on these harmonic balancers, you notice that rubber ring right there? be sure to paint it. It helps it actually hold out to having problems later on. It helps to actually seal that, keep oil and whatever else may get down in there. Yeah, you get some runs on your balance or whatever, you know, whatever. We're not hard to get along with, I promise. I can't believe it, I've only took a can to cover this. This wasn't even a can, I didn't use some of this. How much of this process have you seen? You've seen a little bit, get to listen to me. But we are going to finish this can off, I guess, and let it set and let it flash dry. And with those core plugs, we do not want those to rot. A little bit of my brake cleaner wanting to run out right there where I sprayed it down before I painted it. Yeah, I didn't show you all that either. It'd be alright. Him's a live. I cleaned it down with brake cleaner. That's where my pivot ball from my Z-bar goes, is in that hole. And there's brake cleaner was running out of that hole, and that was kind of causing some issues here in Denmark. This is what you call a hillbilly. Spray can rebuild, boys. Spray can rebuild. Even though I did put a lot of new parts in it. I don't think I videoed it all though. Oops. I don't know if I videoed putting the rod main bearings in it or not. I actually think that was when I was videoing and screwed up and didn't get it. Didn't get the camera recording and thought it was. I don't know. We'll find out when I go to edit this shit. We'll find out what you get to see. We're just painting stuff, trying to get her covered. This stuff right here is, like I said, it's a very good base coat for what have you. It's a very good base coat. One thing I forgot on this side is to get these bolts and all that up through there. It's hard to get to all this. When you paint an engine, you usually miss a spot or two, especially when you're dealing with the same colored crap like I am. This pan was already shiny silver, so we're dealing the same colors. And I put this next color on there to contrast enough though. About out of paint, go ahead and splatter it on there. Hopefully we ain't overspraying old Mater, he's over in the distance. And if we are, we are. We'll pull a John, we'll just paint Mater pink. What do you think? If we get overspray on him, we'll paint him pink. Hell, he look good pink. A little crusty crust going on there. A little bit of silicone from an old hose that had stuffed on. Forgot about that. Should have done a little cleaning right there probably. A little bit with the brush. You know what? We still can. Won't hurt nothing. Don't care. Do a little cleaning here. Even though I'm wet paint, who cares? We're rednecks. Clean some crap off and we'll blow it off. We're going to paint over it anyhow. So what's it matter? For all the yins that are going, what the heck is that he's cleaning? That right there is actually for a heater hose. Yeah, it's actually the water pump bypass hose. On these truck engines, it's a rather large, a really large hose. But that was the whole point in going with the car water pump, was to get away from using that. Just because to use that, you wind up with the fan setting up here. You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it when I dry started this thing on the ground. It's not logical. And all this is, like I said, is a water pump bypass, which think Chevrolet small block. Think Ford. It runs up here, right? Runs, you know, yay. Well, here's the deal. You've got, it's going to have to run from the water pump up to here. It'll work. Sheesh. I was negligent on my hillbilly ways of cleaning. Some crap on this crap. And we'll knock it off with the brush. Looks pretty good, that spider web effect. What do you think? You know, I should have cleaned this. I neglected it. Oh well. Whatever. When you paint your car, be sure to do the same thing. Take a wire brush and start cleaning the side of your car with paint wet. I'm too lazy to walk over and get the air hose. Just so you know, this is CO2. This is not refrigerant. It's just handy and no more I need to blow off. It's expensive compressed air, but it's it was handy. and it did the job. I use that CO2 to actually use it to flush out the air conditioning systems when I'm actually flushing them, not when I'm trying to actually repair them. I'll use nitrogen for that. Sorry, had to take a drink of this video is brought to you by, well, still got a little left. Send me another bottle. It's better when it comes from Canada. Anyway, let's put a little paint on my mess here. Wind's blowing like hell. Who knows where it's going to go? Put a little paint on it. See how easy that was? We just cleaned it up a little and squirted a little paint on it. Hell, you never noticed. You never knew being there. This can's almost empty. I bought like 3 cans of it. I had a funny feeling at Walmart and get some of this back. Yep, we got some coverage on there. Hey, like that. Getting high off the paint fumes. Not really. Trying to be funny. Failed attempt. Well, that's plenty of that. So let's well, shit. Go get another camera battery. Video the rest of this, but you know the rest of it's going to be a bit secret. The rest of it's going to be in black and white. Sorry. You can actually see the color when it gets in the truck. So anyway, hang on. Okay, boys and girls, yous are on the tripod. Yous are a fair distance away from that engine. You are 20 foot, maybe a hair more away. So anyway, we're fixing to paint this. You realize you're watching it in black and white. Why are we watching it in black and white? Think about it. Yep, I'm talking to you. I ain't doing shit yet. Drinking my Pepsi Cola. But anyway, we're gonna finish off this cold Pepsi, and then we're gonna start squirting color on this. Yep. Empty. Anyway, we're gonna start squirting color. Actually, as soon as I get done. Ow. Darn it. Can you see that? Well, I dropped it. Hope you've seen it. Here's another one. Yes. Can you see it? Will it focus? Heck, I can't tell. Here. Where's it at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Darn it, right there. You see that? Wire wheel. Damn it. Anyway, those things are a bit ruthless, okay? They really are. They throw pieces and parts every blasted where. You can see. We're going to start throwing color on this. Well, I will show you this much, because I don't think anywhere on this can does it actually tell the color. Oh, aren't we good? There you go. Don't tell you the color. It's VHT engine paint. We'll start spraying. Boy, it's going to be pretty. Oh my God, this is beautiful. You just don't even understand the color that is coming out of this can. Boy, she's sexy. I like it. Yep. Bertha, mater to you all, is going to love this. She's been asking for something just sweet for a while, and I kept telling her I'd get her something. You know, you just think she's homemade. She knows she's Bertha. So, anyway, Bertha's really going to like this color. It's really going to contrast her engine compartment. Yeah. Oh boy. Woo-wee was. It's a real pretty color. I think GM used this color. They used this color quite frequently. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a chartreuse color. Not necessarily. It's going to take 500 coats, though. It'll take a good 3 cans to paint this engine, to paint the actual block. The oil pan's going to cover pretty good the first coat. Looks like. I mean, it's going to need more. You can't. Rome wasn't built today and the wind's blowing too. Something else matters, man. We're just going to go ahead and get the underside of this so we got a fresh can of paint, because it's hard to paint the bottom of an oil pan with a can of paint that's about empty. I'm sure you've tried that before. Oh yeah. Plumb beautiful. Plumb beautimous, as Jarvis would say. Y'all don't know Jarvis, but you might get to meet the old boy. Yeah, you might get to meet him if he decides to try to pick the behemoth up with his lift again to put the exhaust, fix the exhaust back. He had a hell of a time the last time, and I don't know if he wants to take a chance on his lift. If he don't, I'll take it over to Silcox Johnson City and get Billy to do it. Take it to the old shop, not the new one. Billy, you know, the Silcox brothers, they're both good guys, but Billy, that works for Tommy's, about the only one that I would probably allow under my truck. And it just has to do with the way he does things. The way he does things actually match my way of thinking. So, not that it has anything at all to do with the quality of work and workmanship. It's just, I'm picky. I like things done my way. And instead of having to stand there going, why did you do that way? It's like, oh, yeah, that's how I'd have done it. You know how that goes. But anyway, as you can tell, we're really taking our time laying this on. It's a whole lot harder to spray. It's a whole lot thinner. It's just harder to do. This paint goes on a lot thinner. Just the way the nozzle is. It's like a fan. It's weird. I don't like it. But this is some tough shit. So, we're spraying her, boys. She's going to be pretty. Plumb beautimous. Beautimous, beautimous, beautimous. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. Liking the way this color's coming out about as good as I like the idea of a big block. It's all just a cool thing. Getting a little bit of paint rejection in a couple places. I'm hoping that it'll just cover over and go on and quit. I'm hoping. Yeah, it's rejecting in a couple places. And the reason it's doing that is where I went back and took a wire brush to it. You all didn't really see that. There's a few places still has some scale and crap. And some of it apparently was still a little bit of grease, and it kind of smeared it about. I probably should have cleaned it again, but we still can. It's not like it's the end of the world. We can still clean it again. Whoa, shit, that don't look good. All right, shake it. Whoa. The frickin' paint just changed colors. What the hell? Weird. Boys, I'm not even joking. This paint just changed colors coming out of this can. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. It just lightened up. It's not near as vibrant as it was. It's coming back. Weird. I've never seen that happen before. Must have been. Maybe I didn't shake it good enough. I shook it for a while. I don't even think you need to see that. I don't know what I'm fooling with. But it needs paint on it so it don't rust. But still, putting a little too much effort into it, I think. We're getting there. We are for sure getting there. Big old cast iron intake. I didn't want to fool with getting spacers, so she's staying. Even though I've got an aluminum big block intake. Oh well. We're not going to fool with that. We're going to run what we got. On a truck, I have this bad habit on a truck of putting what would run good on a car on it. And it just don't work. It really don't. It does not work. What runs good on real good on a car sucks ass on a truck. You don't need horsepower in a truck. You know, everybody's out to get all the horsepower they can get, but a pulling truck or something, you want torque. Sheer grunt and yank. You don't want horsepower. You do. You want a little horsepower, but you don't want no. You're not looking for 500 horsepower and 500 horsepower and off idle and 2 pounds of torque, you know. It's got to be a happy medium. You want all your torque to come in low and your horsepower to come in higher. That's what you want on a truck motor. And that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a torque monster. I know what these motors are. I'm no stranger to them. I know what these are capable of. I know how they run. And I know that it's going to suit me. My dang paint cans are getting about empty. Good thing I bought 3. That's all I bought, those 3. I bought 2 to paint with and 1 to keep for touch-ups. And I've still got the valve covers off this engine. So, I don't think this can is going to be much good for anything up high now. Not really. It's not got enough paint in it to tip it up any. You just mist the coat on, that's about it. Oopsie, probably got a runsie. Do we care? Do you care? Y'all care? Somebody tell me. How y'all like his color? Is it pretty? You like it? Mr. Tow-Wrecker liked it. She said it's cool. She said she hadn't seen an engine painted this color in years. So. And it's, like I said, it's just an old color GM was prone to use. It's nothing weird. Boy, you can see where I clearanced that oil pan now. Put that shiny paint on there and you can see a few little ding 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 dings. But I was in a hurry and I wanted it done. I wanted it to fit. I found my little spacer block I used to set the oil pump pickups on motors with, or engines with, let me phrase that. I found it. I'll show it to you after a while at some point. I think that ugly old fuel pump. Like I said, once again, I'm not the type that likes to paint them. I really don't. I'd rather leave them alone. But that one was like shit, and it was fairly new. So it's a good pump, so I'm not gonna trash it because it ain't pretty. Come on. 1 can down. Now, where in the hell in the back of this truck is there another can of this? Aha! I found it. Labels on the lid got to take out. That's like $8 a can. Let's shake this one a little better. Let's shake this shit for a minute. Does anybody want to shake it for a minute? We're going to shake it though. Everybody begs for long videos. Just want to get to you. Because I've been videoing for about 6 hours of this day. Granted, there's a lot of it that'll be cut out. But 6 hours of video is a lot of video. We are recording, ain't we? Huh? Huh? Hey! Hey, you. Quit looking at me. You got a problem? I think I got some sand on my eyebrows, but I'm just looking. You got a problem? You got a problem with me? Huh, boy? Yeah, I've been drinking. I'm like crazy and I'm funny. Hope I am anyway. Start laying some of this paint on here. Paint up on here, up in here, up in here. Oh, kitties. Open flame, spray paint. What the hell? If I blow up, John, wrecking car 72, you can have my motor. And Nick, you can fight my best friend for my truck. But anyway, the mistress has showed up. She don't know I'm filming, so I'm going to kill the camera because I have to edit it anyhow. So anyway, toodaloo later.